Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Expansion number 1 is going to come with 10 special buildings. And these are going to be just shuffled in, and you can use these with the 30 you place out randomly. The city wall, others can't harm you, but this counts for the barracks, prison, hospital, altar, and the sword. Storage room, henceforth you can't lose your tools anymore. The time machine, if doing an action, you can move one of your other workers back in time to the month where your active workers move to. The bank, henceforth you can spend a tool per missing tool to obtain a building. Spent tools you place in the space where you take the building. That's pretty neat. Monastery, henceforth your workers will do an action. Always go to the last month on the time track. To the second last month if you have the bridge. The market square, exchange one of your tools for a tool from a building tile. Place your tool at the space where you took the market square. Then you have the trading house, exchange 2 tools for 1, or 1 worker for 2 tools. Altar, all their foremen lose their last obtained building tile from their face down pile. That's a great take, that one. Split one of your 2 workers. Now there are 2 smaller workers. That's the only way in the game to actually split them up. And then the monument. Place all of your workers on the last month of the time track. Brutal, but 6 points. Now these are special workers. Each one of these are placed on a certain building at the beginning of the game. And they're obtained like any other building. The tools required are depicted on the tile. So the price will be on the tile what it would cost to gain them. The horse, what he's going to do for you, your worker with the horse can do actions in half the time. So you can always do half the time with him. With the sword, you place this on the cave building, and then workers of other foremen can't move to the same month as your workers with the sword. So you can kind of block people from going where you want them to go. Or the professor hat, the worker with the professor hat, even when working with other workers, only needs to match the number of required tools. So the type of tools plays no role. You just have to have a number of them. So it makes it a little bit more flexible when you're trying to get things. Everybody's going to get dealt 2 of these Everybody's going to be dealt 2 of these hidden goals at the beginning of the game. You choose one and discard the other. So you're going to get 3 points, your number of blue tiles times 3. Your number of green tiles plus 1. The strength of your worker, strongest worker times 3, minus 3. 2 for each tool that you miss. Your number of red tiles times 2. Number of tiles with a black circle times 2. If you have the fewest building tiles of all players, you get 9 points. If you have your last 2 obtained tiles, count double. Number of gray tiles times 2. And your number of workers times 2 minus 2. So this expansion is basically going to give you 3 new little modules you can add in. The easiest are probably adding in these meeples. They give you different stuff, but they're pretty powerful, so your mileage may vary whether you enjoy those or not. The different tiles, these are interesting. Shuffle those in from the beginning. Those are easy. The hidden goals just give you different ways to score points at the end of the game and gives you a little something to work toward that adds to the game. All 3 together really change the game up and give you some direction while you're playing and make it more of a gamer's game. It takes it from a light game and just gives it a little bit more of an edge. Something that you can enjoy, and if the game felt a little too blah for you at first, this is definitely something you're going to want to add in these 3 little modules to make the game feel like it has a little bit more crunch or a little bit more punch. For me, I think I would play with all of these, and I wouldn't play without them any longer.